because it's almost 9 o'clock. Let me turn this down, because I don't know what type of, what's going on. Ma'am, sorry. Salt and pepper was just, man. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. Other people can just come on in. Okay? So, this is another message for, you light beings, you divine ones out here. And once again, the Most High is still on us about discernment. Okay? It's like, it comes with us. This is like something like that we have to come to, according to us as light beings. We got to see. We got to hear. We got to be vigilant to behind a thing, behind a person. Okay? Because that's something that we've been getting manipulated with. I'm talking about as a collective. Hey, Des. Friday. Happy Friday. Okay? On month 10, I do got a small little testimony. I got a small little testimony before we get into the message. Okay? Hey. So, you divine ones, remember, you can't be messed with. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all about the lesson that the Most High wants you guys to know. But let's get into facts here. Like just period, point blank facts. Folks can't really mess with you. I'm talking about like, you a type of person where people look at from afar just to see if they can. And then when they get next to and they feel that heat, and they feel, how you actually coming. It's a reality check to these op folks, right? So what they do is they look around, right, and see who close to you. They look around and see who is close to you so that if they can't get to you, they gonna get to the person that's next to you. This is how this thing works. Remember, keep that in your mind. This whole message, you can't be messed with. You can't. They tried it, and they can't. They tried to get on your level of, manipulating you, trying to trap you, trying to plot against you, trying to set you up, trying to humiliate you, trying to embarrass you. All these things they try to do, and it's not working on you. Oh, they even tried doing dimple dabbling in that dark arts, sending that sending that negative energy your way to try to manipulate your energy to make all things fail in your life. You can't be messed with. What you did was you transmuted all that they was throwing at you once 1,000 times. And they realized that you just not that one. So now I got to look at people around you. Because I know it's only a few of y'all. It ain't all of y'all. So they know if you around people, they can't be like you. So why not me just attacking the people around you? And hopefully that may hurt you. This is where we at. This is why I tell you divine ones today that this devil, these op folks, they don't play fair. I thought it was just us. We battling, right? Why you gotta go around and you can't get with me, so you trying to get with somebody else that you can get with? Coward moves. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were going at it. Why are you looking at the next like, oh, I bet you I can get with her though around here. I bet you I can get with him though. I bet you I can try to one up with her dog, one up on his cat. What? So this how you playing? So this is your intentions. We can't even mess around with folks like this. It's like, at first I thought that was funny. You know what I'm saying? I really did. But then I'm like, these are a bunch of cowards. How you gonna go with try to find the next weak link that's on your level because you can't play with over here? So now they start attacking your kids. They start coming after your pets. They start coming after your, people around you. Like for some reason you get a phone call and they got it with your spouse. Person that you with, or somebody that's really a family connected to you. All of a sudden they calling you like something going on with them. Because this where these op folks got mad because they couldn't mess with you. This is what the Most High wants you to know. Because it was another brother on here from the last live yesterday, and he was, stating once he do come back on here today, he was saying how his spouse got attacked. All of a sudden, they had gotten to with his, probably hacked his, I think it was his wife, and all of a sudden it was just hell from there. She just turned on him and was just acting all types of ways. And this is how this thing go. You divine ones, this op folks know they can't mess with you. So they will go and try to get at somebody that's close to you. Just so that they can have some type of effect on you. Because remember, they can't get with you. Just always keep that in mind. When you're around your people, like I say, it could be your pet. It could be your kids. It could be, your mother, that or you close with, or your grandmother, or whoever that's close to you, they on a target too. Just know that they're about to be target too, because these folks can't get with you. They can't. They tried many ways they tried. So if you see that the relationship is, going down, it was cool, everything was going good, the vibe was right. Matter of fact, y'all was about to jump over the broom, and all of a sudden, all hell just went left. All hell out of nowhere. Just understand that you've been on attack, and the tax is not working, on you. Just everything that they wanted to do with you, according to them feeling like, what they could do to you, it failed. So with the next thing that they thought in mind, okay, I'm just going to get on to the next one that's close to you. That's why things start failing. When you start getting close to people, when you start, starting something up with other people, it's just, you just connecting with other people as a whole. Let's just say that. Stuff start going whack on left. It's because now they are on the radar of being attacked. Because they just can't mess with you. They can't get you how they want to get you. And that's why I say personally, personally that you got to get somebody on your level, divine one. Especially if you a high, you a high awakened, high frequency level, high vibe, divine one. I think it's best that you match, make sure your circle is matched with you, because understand what I just said. These op folks, they don't play fair. You got to get somebody just as strong as you, so that y'all can have a solid foundation. And I'm talking about a person, place, or a thing, because this is going to keep happening to you. If you get somebody that's weak, that's weak in the spirit, let's just keep it real. We ain't talking about nobody, but we keeping it real. If you get somebody that's not up to par as you are, you know that the house gonna fall down. Because the next the thing is, they gonna skip you and they gonna go to this one. Because they know they can't mess with you. So they gonna go to the next one, and then that's what's going, you'll be like, man, what happened to you? What's going on? They not equipped. They not equipped. Stop trying to put some hope in this person that is not equipped like you. They gonna fall. They one little hit, they out. That was it. One little programming up here, they gone. They your op. You got to get somebody on your level. If you really want something, you really want a solid foundation with somebody, or a group or people, you got to match with you. You got to, that just comes as a blunt truth, may I say. Because I was thinking about this for a long time. I'm with y'all, for real. I was thinking about this for a long time. Yeah, they weak-minded. They don't have their own mind. Like you picking folks that seeking for validation from other people. If you say one thing to them, they believe in it. They ain't even doing, they research like you too equipped. You got to get somebody like you where Nobody can't just say anything to you and you gonna just take it and believe it. Can't nobody just come, to you and manipulate you up here to think like, oh, this person is really up to you. They doing this, like program. They're easy to be programmed. They easy to, to get affected by these negative energies and all these attacks, like spiritually. They not equipped for this. It's too much. It's too much for these people that you putting on your team. You putting folks on your team that's not worthy. It's not up to par. No, that's why you gotta kind of let the Most High kind of guide you of like, man, this is why this one right here, you might want to go this way. You might want to look into this one. You know what I'm saying? You might want to look into this group. You might want to, you know what I'm saying? Because the Most High know his warriors. He know the ones that he equipped, like he put to the fire, so they can sustain, they can endure this. Because when you let people in your life, they gotta endure this heat. This is fire. When they linking up with you, you gotta like test them and see, can you endure this fire with me? Because I'm telling you, this is fire. Right when you link up with me, I don't care if we in the fire. Can you stand this? We're going to go start. We're going dang there to go get a Starbucks drink. Can you endure this? I don't want to be sending, trying to call the ambulance because you ain't up to, you were just got hit with something and you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And you losing your mind. These are people that you cannot be around and you can't have on your team. You can't pick these type of people. If you're a divine, high frequency level, high vibrating, being, you not know what type of, I can't say that word, y'all gotta pick my words wisely, but you not know what you putting them people through. No. This is what the Most High was telling me about. He said that's why y'all gotta make sure that y'all stepping according to my steps, because you can't just pick anybody. You gotta pick the ones that I even equipped. Like, we gotta pick the ones that the Most High already made as warriors. That's the only people, really. That's really the only people that's gonna stand that heat. The ones that the Most High put through the fire, he equipped. Like, they went through all the tests and trials and all that. Yeah, those are the ones that ain't gonna break on you. They're gonna be right next to you the whole time. Like, yeah, we in it. But the ones that you just getting out here just freely, are you crazy? They gonna run. And if anything, they're gonna think that you betrayed them. Like, how could you put me through this? They're gonna be like, no, I can't believe you. They don't know. You gonna shock them. They gonna have a whole, PTSD. They're gonna be like, I would never trust you again. They gonna have PTSD one day with you. That's PTSD. It's gonna be so much spiritual warfare that you don't even know that you're going through it, because you equipped. You don't know what's happening. You like, man, I'm equipped with it. This is normal to me. This is what I go. I don't feel nothing. It's bouncing off you like bouncing off you, just boom, bounce, and them. It's like pop, pop, pop. They like, oh no. They like, no way. I can't believe you. Who are you? You can't be getting these folks that you don't have no knowledge of, ma'am, sir. These folks will turn on you just because, how they feel it. Like the energy, the frequency. They ain't used to this. This is abnormal. Who are you? Don't do that. You know who you is. Don't do that. Don't be out here just picking any random that that ain't. They have not went through the fire. They ain't even went through the fire. Do you not know what come with us? This stuff is like, we live in the fire. Are we not coming to the knowledge of what we actually live in? We get tested and tried all day by this other realm of creatures daily. Now, why would you think that you could just go ahead and just pick anybody? That's not smart, ma'am, sir. Yeah. Exactly. And then you know, a lot of divine ones, they get mad like, this person had left me, or this person betrayed me, or this person just duh. Do you not know what level that person's on and what level you're on? The math is not mathing. What are you doing? What are you doing with this person? This person's probably scared. Yeah. Like I said before, you guys, we equipped to a lot of things. Like, we've been through a lot, but we also are, you know, we equipped, like, we made differently to, you know, to sustain and, you know, to overcome these battles, you know, that we face. You know, like, if you didn't know, now you know. You know, you know how to overcome it. You know, it's like, nobody don't want to go through it, of course not. I mean, who would want to go through this? But you can get, you're smart, you got the intelligence, you got everything to rise above it. Some folks can't do that. Everybody can't do that. They cannot do that. They cannot walk in your shoes. They can't even, man, do you not understand the levels? The levels is outrageous. Why do you think the Most High got you over here? He already know what you're capable of. Yeah, they definitely want to siphon your energy. You're like a whole, like, flame. You're just like a whole flame. I know you guys can see it when y'all out there. It's like you guys, like, steam coming out of y'all, like full speed, like steam. I'm talking about, like, if you was to sit somewhere, you will see the steams coming out of you. Like, you be like, hold up, what's that? That's you. That's you. You've been a flame. You've been a whole fiery flame that cannot be put out. You just walking around with all heat, flame, electricity. Just zzz, zzz, like bees is going around you like, whoa, this is fun. You know, what's this? And you like, get away, bee. You know, this ain't vibing with you. They're like, why can't I vibe with you? Why can't I vibe with you? Because I'm telling you, bees will match you though. Bees will get down with you. You know, but it's all about attracting your frequency level. Like the folks that had the same frequency level as you, so it won't be awkward. You know, it won't be weird. You know, like I say, you want somebody that can endure that fire with you. You can't be out here just linking up with just randoms, folks that feel like, you know, they can hang with you. Like, yeah, I can hang, no, but you can't. You really gonna get tossed around in this fire. I don't even want to do that thing to you. Because I know how hot this thing is. And you just talking, but when that actions start coming, you ain't gonna know what to do. You're not. You're not. This is not no fire where folks feel sorry for you and sympathetic with you. No, you got to actually know exactly what to do. And that's why y'all be realizing, y'all be trying to figure out why stuff don't last. Because it can't last. How? It's not going to last. You keep picking folks that's not equipped. They ain't even approved by the Most High. We even had to get approved by the Most High. You know, the Most High took us through all this. We approved for this. So we have to, only people that is going to be accepted in this thing is if they're approved. We're looking at certificates. We're looking at certificates. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to set you up like that. I'm going to keep it real. I'm a realist. I'm not going to set you up. I'm not going to do that thing to you. You got to be equipped for this. Because like I say, this op folk can't mess with me. He gonna come to you. He gonna come for you. You know that? You know that. Right when he see you, he gonna come for you. He ain't gonna come for me. He tried. But he gonna come right to you. And you hopefully you know what to do. This is what it is. I'm talking about but since I'm talking about the ones you put on your team though. I'm not talking about the ones that you broke away from. Of course, yeah, that's done away with. But I'm talking about the ones that you put on your team. You got to stop putting these people that you know that's not equipped on your team. Remember, we light beings, there's a dark beings too. And it's always going to be some type of a battle. And like I say, we learned to stand our grounds. We had to. We were put in that fire to stand 10 toes. We were put through all type of measures and all type of situations, right? And think about if you pull somebody else in and they're not equipped. Just imagine what type of mental and all these things are going to happen to this person. I'm talking about like according to how they feel, according to, the aftermath. Folks gonna have PTSD. After this op get done with them. You gotta select your people wisely. If they not up to part in the approval of being an actual warrior like you, some may say that like that's funny. Kikiing, that stuff ain't funny. You gotta actually pick warriors on your team. You have to. It's not even up for a discussion right now. Folks will get slaughtered in the dang fire if they're not equipped. Yeah, for real. You gotta understand, how Christ, when he went around here and how he picked his people. He was like, man, some folks wasn't, didn't fit the part. He had to move around. He like, you ain't, No, he picked a bunch of warriors. I'm talking about, man, he picked some folks that just wasn't playing. That was like ready. When this op came, they was ready. They was like, I'm ready. Sometimes he had to call them back. He was like, hold up, calm down. Because the op came at him, and one of them had the thing out, was ready to take somebody's ear off. He was like, man, I'm about to take this man's ear off. He was like, hold up, wait. We ain't about to do that. They was ready. These are the people you need. Like, man, I'm about to take this man's ear off. He was like, hold up, wait. We ain't about to do that. They was ready. These are the people you need on your team. Not them little wimpy ones that be up there like don't know. We ain't got time for that. You put me in a situation where you acting like that. You making my heart hurt. Cause now I'm like sympathetic that this op is really overtaking you. You making me feel bad. You like, dang, I feel bad for him. Dang, I feel bad for her. I thought, she was big stepping. I thought he was big stepping out here. See, I gotta take you out. He was like, I gotta take you out. I gotta take you out. I gotta remove you. It's triggering with a lot of people. A lot of people that being triggered, you're gonna have to get off. This may not be for you. If that's really triggering you like that, you might want to get off. This is the real facts. For divine ones. If it's triggering you, you might want to get off. It's just what it is. This is one-on-one teaching about what must you, as you a divine one, what must you look for? Because we're not like the world where we looking for things of how other people look at things. That's not, we're in two different lifestyles. That's not what we looking for. That will always, if we go off their criteria of how to pick, we will always go down. We will always go down. Because they just will not be equipped for the walk that we walking. We walking with Christ here. We got to follow according to his steps. He knew when he came down here, he said, man, I need 12 disciples. I need 12 disciples that's not playing no games like me. He always based it off of him. Like, You know, they couldn't really get up with Christ, you know, but because he was the leader, right? But he knew his intentions of, okay, we know who coming. So we gotta pick them ones, them warriors that not gonna play. That ain't gonna play no games. You know, of course he gotta be the advocate who kind of like balance out the situation, because once again, these are warriors. When it comes to, you know, things happening in that fire, oh, you know, it gotta be a mediator, because stuff gonna go down. Hello? You ain't here to play no games. This is what we gotta look for. Forget all that goofy stuff. We're looking for them ones on earth. Yeah. Because what they're trying to do, they want us to blend in like everybody else, to forget, you know, actually our reality. And that's not going to happen. Because literally the Most High, he's going to remind you. Like, the Most High is going to remind you, like, man, let that person go. You know you ain't supposed to be around those people. You ain't supposed to be around that person. And then he's going to allow something to happen where you do separate, because it's just unequally yoked. You know, your mission and basically, you know, what you are here to do, you know, as far as every category, it's not reciprocated with this person. You know, it's not gonna work. Like, you know, that's like some type of acknowledgement that a lot of divine ones, you know, you got to come to. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, we ain't really did nothing to nobody. We didn't. But we got to understand that we got people down here that really, really dislike the Most High. And if we're connected to the Most High, you know, this is forever going to be some type of back and forth thing. You know, that's really trying to, you know, take you off of your square type of thing. If you're connected to the Most High, that's why you got to be equipped. That's why I keep saying, you know, that's why he took us through this fire, you know, so that, you know, we could be equipped for this battle. You know what I'm saying? So we could stand in that heat. We could stand in that fire. You know, we can't be moved. You know, because the first thing they're going to do, if you're the divine one, they're going to try to put you in the fire. And you got to be there to stand 10 toes. You can't be crying. You can't be weeping. You can't be all like, whoa, stop, whoa. He's getting the best of me. What? No, you got to stand. You got to learn. Get in there with it. And then if you ain't got nobody around you that could get in there with it, you got to dismiss these people. Clear as day. If they can't get in that fire with you and know how to stand like you, they should not be around you, period. What are we talking about? Why you got these people around you? What, so they can cry on your shoulder? This is not it. We're not here for that. Some may say, dang, that's kind of harsh. This is the reason why you got to awaken. Understand what this is. How the Most High got you. Go read Christ's story so that you could get a better understanding. I'm not talking about that watered down stuff. I'm talking about his actual real story. We are not nothing to play around. That's why you got all these gifts. You got all these talents. That's not for coincidence. That's for you to use in the fire. Because remember, folks is coming. And then you got to have folks that just as talented and gifted as you, so that when things go, we going. That's what it is. That's how it's always going to be, according to a certain group of creatures that try to think that they can just like get you up out the way. Easy. Like, oh, this is easy. Hey, what? Let's come on up in that fire and see how easy it's going to be. You gonna get that reality check real quick. This is why I say you can't have all these weak people around you. I'm just gonna keep it real. You can't have folks that's low vibrational, folks that could easily be knocked off. You can't do that. You can't. I'm telling you. You know how many times Christ, he had to resort his whole group. He had to resort it and figure out, oh, you gone, you done. You no longer a part of us because of the bull crap that you pulled. We can't have that. This is us. It's always been us. They just trying to get us to think that this is not what it is, so that you could constantly start, they can try to overtake you with you not coming to reality of actually what's going on. But we can always go back to Christ. That was our blueprint. He was our blueprint. He was like, man, I'm gonna let y'all know based off of when I came down here. Y'all just like me. We come from the same source. So you seen how I was walking when I was down here. I ain't no different from you. You ain't no different from me. Please don't make a mistake and go out your way and try to think like it's got that over there. Link it up with somebody or something that's totally opposite from you is going to work. It's not going to work. This man had to go seeking and find his people. I'm talking about warriors. And then he had to ask the Father, is this cool? Is he cool? Even though, he did what he did. I was talking about Paul here. Y'all know, the background of Paul. Paul was out here just taking heads. I'm talking about off. He said, hey, can I pick him? He said, most definitely. He had to wrestle with him, and try to, try to convert him or whatever. But he was like, yeah, he a warrior. He a real one. You definitely need him on your team. He ain't gonna play no games with these ops, with these op folks. Get him on. This is what we do. Can't have these folks that, picking folks that I don't know where y'all be getting these folks from, or how y'all even feel comfortable to even put these folks on your team, man or woman. You men out there, if y'all seeking, y'all gotta go get y'all an actual warrior woman. And if you a woman, you already know what type of man you gotta get. I'm talking about even a group. If you even associated with, you want a sister group, you already know they gotta be warriors. You can't get them petty, jealous, envious woman that's gonna betray you and talk behind your back and try to set you up. You can't have one of them. You gotta get you one just like you, in their own lane, straight, big stepping. Get you one of them. You know who you is. I don't know why you thought to take yourself down and put yourself in a group, in a mix of wolves that ain't like you. Why would you even expect a good outcome? Like, in your mind, you be shocked. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe. Are you really shocked? I can't believe he did that to me. Are you really? Who you thought this person was? Then you thought they was you? You thought they would do the same stuff that you would do? You do them from the start. Ain't nothing in the radar of your gifts was given that they reciprocated you. So that's nowhere, you should be nowhere to be found with this type of person, place, or thing. This could be your downfall. Easy. We divine ones, we can't be playing out here. With people. Go read, I'm telling you, go read Christ's whole journey on his walk. Remember, he the blueprint. The Most High sent him first down here. So we're supposed to be like, okay, we're confused. We go right back to his journey when he was down here. Remember, we just like him. He said, y'all ain't no different from me. You see the moves that I made? Y'all ain't no different from me. If this op tried me the way he tried me, he gonna try you the same as he tried me. So he said, you know what? I'm going to go get my 12 disciples. Now, you might not need 12, but I know you might need 3. You might just need 1. Who knows? But I just say pick wisely. Don't be up here just picking these random folks that you know the Most High ain't did nothing like put them through the fire. You got to be put through the fire to even be next to us. How you going to survive? How are you going to survive the heat? It gonna keep rising. Can you endure? Remember, we've been enduring. We don't need nobody over here crying me a river. We don't need nobody over here going with the op and then trying to come back, act like they got their cake and eat it too. Because it's too hot over here, so you trying to cool off over there and then come back, and then it's too hot again, and then you gonna run over there. This ain't the type of game we playing. We need some solid people. You got to look for loyalty. You got to look for, and I'm not talking about loyalty with you. Folks, see if folks loyal to the Most High. Loyal to their journey. Loyal to what they were called to do. Like you. That's the only way y'all gonna win with somebody. Because we talking about not just ourselves. We know how we gonna win with ourselves. We mastered that. We've been mastering it. But I'm talking about those, because someone was speaking about, how they wanted to, be, linked up with somebody. As far as in a marriage, a friendship, a group, whatever. And I'm just going over the pointers of how you're going to be successful in that. You can't just pick random folks that have, some type of paper of stated approval from the state. No, ma'am, sir. These folks got to be approved in the fire. Remember, this is all deception. Out here, this is a delusion. This ain't got nothing to do with actually our reality. If we tell folks actually our reality, they be like, huh? This really what you've been facing? Yes. That's what you need to be approved of. Because this ain't half what they be seeing us and we be just be like, hey, kick in and yeah. Oh, that ain't half the battle of actually what's going on according to a divine one. We constantly being seeked out. Constantly being seeked. Night through day. Some of you guys can't feel it because some of you guys are just too high where y'all don't even feel it. Y'all don't even know that folks is literally boom, 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 boom. You can't even feel it. You like going about your day. Yeah, talk so, just going about your whole day. You don't even understand it. But folks that, that's really not equipped like you, do you not understand what they gonna be feeling? You high, you a whole nother frequency where stuff don't really affect you. But you gotta get there though. Folks gotta get there. Not to say folks can't get there, but if they messing with you and they want to mess with you, you gotta be there, ma'am, sir. I'ma keep it real. I'm not about to set you up. Why? That's evil. I'm gonna tell you the actual truth of what you getting yourself into. Why you think the Most High got to make sure we get up here? Because it's not safe for us to be down here. It's not. It's not. We had to come up because it's just not safe down here. Stuff can happen down here. Because that's where all your op folks is. Down here. We had to we gotta stay up here. Seated in heavenly places. Looking down. We can't be down here. It's too many games. Too much stuff going on. Man, trying to figure out how you escape this, how you escape that. Because we sitting up here. You still ain't got that knowledge yet? It still didn't click yet? That we not down here with you parasites? Where y'all playing all these games? Setting up all these plots? Sending all this bull crap? Folks got to sit up here while your chair being right here. If they want to roll with you, they chair need to be right next to yours. Can't be down here. Y'all wondering, you divine ones wondering why stuff don't last. because you're examining in the wrong area. You're examining how they want you to examine out here. That's not us. We different. We from a whole different lineup. We from a whole different actual world, where we have our own little spiritual laws and what is equally yoked, what is not, what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. We go from a whole different script than these folks out here. Don't get caught up in this. This is a delusion. This ain't even what it is. Know where you at. That's the whole point. Is knowing where you at. Don't go off of they script. That's how you get messed up. I see divine ones in worse in so many crazy situations with these parasites down here. They know they can do right, but they're not going to. They're not in that frequency to do right. This is a game down here. This frequency is all about suffering. This frequency is all about, making somebody hurt, pain. Like the lowest frequency. They want to see just a whole bunch of just chaos. This is up here. This is peace, love, joy, happiness, abundance. It's just going like this. That high level. You want people that stuck in this level, not in all these games and want to set you up. Want to steal from you. Want to, all these things, all these low vibrational evil things. This is what people you linking up with. These are people that you have high expectations with. We can't do that. We can't do that. We got to smarten up. Know where these people at and know where you at. I'm talking about study frequencies and how, if a person's in this frequency, how they're going to act. How they're going to go by me. What is this frequency all about? Down here. You're not going to like it. You're not even going to like, how you feel down here. Because it's not peaceful. It just feels like somebody's about to come in and probably try to backstab you, set you up. You looking around like, it's an uneasy, pleasant feeling in this type of frequency and energy down here. Why you think these people move like that? You be like, dang, these people play every day? Yes, in this frequency, in this energy, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do that all day, every day. And they love it. They try to figure out why is it so off with you? Like, why you ain't on it? Like, why you ain't doing it? And they like, if you're not doing it, why you speaking with me? Why you trying to link up and get close to me? But this is what it's all about down here. You be like, okay, I'm coming right on back up here. I gotta stay up here. I cannot. No, you guys are crazy. I'm gonna end up probably going in the pen playing with y'all. I'm gonna end up getting locked up playing with y'all. I don't feel like I want to risk that. I don't think it's necessary when I can just go up. Be separated. That line in the sand. Ma'am, sir. But this is the answer, to the other brother from yesterday, on why he felt like everything was so well and then it went downhill in his marriage. So I pray that you get this message. I'm not sure if you're on here, but, the replays will go up on my YouTube channel, Sunflower Infinity, so that, you can get this message, because these are important messages, for divine ones. It's like nobody teaching you this. Nobody teaching you this, and nobody gonna tell you this. They gonna keep having you go around that mountain and you just trying to figure out why nothing work. Why this ain't work, why that ain't work, why that ain't work. Dang, I work hard for this to work. I put my all in this. I put all my investments in this. And it's like, that's all in vain. Because look at the reciprocation. Is this person actually what you are? That's how things is gonna sustain. You gotta if you're a warrior, you gotta pick a warrior group. Warrior lady, warrior man, warrior disciples around you. If that's what you is. Go mirror everything based off of you. That's how you gonna win. Once you go outside of yourself and you start doing things that's outside of you, you already know what it is. You know what that's going to be. Every time you like, oh, I'm just going to go out, try to slick and go outside of myself and just invest in this, you already know. It's downhill from there. It's not going to work. Yeah, that's why that scripture in the Bible was so famous, being equally yoked. That's going to save you. That's going to save you. Being unequally yoked, you know, it's going to fall. It's going to crumble. You putting all that hope, and it's just like, you just keep on getting devoured. Keep on getting devoured. You just keep setting yourself up because it's not going to work. You know, that's why the Most High had us walk away from a whole bunch of stuff that was not equally yoked with us. You were trying to make it work so bad. You're like, man, if I can just do this, or I can just... No, it's not going to work. It's unequally yoked. Oh, but I can just pray, and then everything could go together. Ma'am, sir, it's not going to work. It's unequally yoked. It's not up to part to you. I know it'd be hard sometimes, because you'd be like, man, I thought this was it. No, ma'am, sir. We trying to save you some years of going through hell, because that's what it's going to be. You know, I see, like I say, I ain't here to tell nobody business, but I see a lot of divine ones. They had a whole 4 to 5 years of hell trying to make something work. You know, like really trying to put hope in that. Like, I'm gonna forgive, and it just got worse and worse throughout the years. It just got worse and worse and worse and worse before it just almost overtook this person. These divine ones. Dang, they're overtaking them. They don't know what to do. They don't even know how to even get back up again, because they put so much energy in something that was so dead from the beginning. Man, it could be far or near. That's what I'm talking about. This stuff could be far or near. You thinking like, you know, you programmed to, man, this is my people and this, and you trying to make it work. And it's like the Most High kept knocking on your door like, this ain't gonna work. This is unequally yoked. This ain't, they not offer you what you offer. They not on what you own. And then it's like you awakening, you gotta go. You're like, but maybe if I just, like, what is you doing? No. Stop doing that to yourself. Just, man, find your people. Find your people that mirror you. Stop playing with yourself. These folks, or these folks gonna play with you. And once you start, remember the mirror. Once you start playing with yourself, everybody else be like, oh, I can play too. You gotta just come to reality, man. Like, nah, I'ma just go ahead until I actually, you know, my era start start sending off little alerts to people that's supposed to be, you know, connected to me. That's how we do it. That's exactly how we do it. Our era send off little alerts, like, you know, letting folks know that, oh, okay, yeah, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. You know, that's how we do it. You gotta just let your era just work for you. You gotta let your era do the magic that the Most High, He gave you that, so that He can send alerts of people that's supposed to be connected to you, that's in that same vibration. They gonna feel it, because they feel, because they can reciprocate with that. They like, oh, I know that, you know, that ring bells to me, because I'm accustomed to that. You know, then you know, let your era do the job. Don't be out here trying to force stuff, like, you know, trying to make a friend, trying to go and link up with people. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. That's the thing. We different. We don't have to do that. We don't. Once you get in that in your head on that, you'll be you'll be cool out here. Yeah, let your era. Because we don't really like, you know, all that, you know, all them spirits coming and twining with us. We don't, that's nerve-wracking. That brings anxiety. You know, that brings anxiousness. You got my whole dang feet tingling. You don't have to, I gotta get away from y'all. This is some stuff we don't do. We sensitive to spirits and stuff. You know, we can't be doing that. So it's special people that's connected to us, that's going to connect with you. These special people like you. You know, we not like that, you know. We can't be out here around that. Have us, have us whole anxiety. Like, ooh, these too many spirits. There's special people that only connect with your spirit and keep you calm like you keep them calm. You know? Yeah, we love our privacy. You know, our alone privacy. This is really, we are so accustomed with our energy. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. And it's like, with us, like I told you guys, divine ones, the only piece that, if you want to be with somebody else or a group or a people, they have to reciprocate your same energy. You know, your same era. Like that high stuff. That high stuff. That's all I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it high stuff. Because it keeps you leveled. It keeps you, like, you know how yours keep people in peace. And, you know, like a baby, they so quick to fall asleep in your energy. You know what I'm saying? You need that too. As you giving that out, you gotta reciprocate. You gotta give that. You gotta get that back in order for you to be okay too. So that's why I say, you know, you definitely gonna be in isolated places until that stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be okay with like chilling out according to yourself and be okay with it until that thing happen, that come back to you as you. That thing need to come back. If it's not coming back, we cool. I'm cool with mine. I'll just be in a peace with mine until that thing happen. Don't be up here. Trust me. We ain't got no lonely and all that stuff with us. We enjoy that. What we giving, it's enough. It's enough for us. Until we find that same thing, oh no, we good. We okay, because that's when stuff start happening. When we start stepping outside of ourselves, that's when stuff start happening for the worse. We realize that. We realize that, I'm going to give this a chance. You know, you can feel that. That ain't good. That's not good. You can feel it ain't good. Yeah, you got to like just find a hobby that you enjoy. You know, you got to find something that you're passionate in. I'm not sure what it is, because every divine one, we got some type of passion that we enjoy that we could do all day, every day. You know, I'm not sure if it's drawing. You like to draw. You like to sing. You like poetry. Whatever. You're an artist. I don't know. I don't know what you enjoy, but every divine one got their little ish that they do. You know, we got our little ish. You know, some people be like, you still doing that? Yes, I do. I enjoy it. And I appreciate if you really don't bother me. You know, because I really, you know, we don't really like being bothered when we're doing the passion that we love to do. And we don't like that. You know, because they can't. You will never understand it. You know, they be trying to understand what you doing. You ain't gonna understand this. Folks be really trying to understand us so bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had this message exactly was for you. You kind of late, but the replay will be on my YouTube channel. I'm going to post this, you know, because I was speaking of about the situation with you connecting, because you're a divine one. I already know that, right? And when you expressed that you was connecting, you know, maybe in a marriage, I believe you were saying, and you were trying to figure out why all hell broke loose out of nowhere. How she, you know, she turned her, you know, she started acting different, you know, and I started talking about this. You know, this message was fully on how divine ones, you got to pick your people wisely. I'm talking about you have to mirror, you know, they have to mirror you. And it's, you know, it's been I only got like 8% on my phone, you know, but I will definitely post this this whole video up on my YouTube channel. So you will have to go on there and see it. But this was, I'm glad that you showed up, you know. Yeah, I'm so happy because Every divine one need to know this. It ain't just you. You know, every last one of us fell under this trap.